Hello and welcome to another edition of Play Me or Fade Me. And thank you for joining us as always. Well, it is time for Flip the Script, and you can put it on the board. It's Coda Capper, Kyle in action, back with you for a Monday. And Kyle, first of all, let's go to the next page here. Look at this. Overnight podcast, top 3 hosts last week. Number 1, Coda Capper, Kyle, 6-4. Up 3.93 units. Year to date now, you're 110.84-3. That's what, 56.7% winners. You're up 23.73 units on this show. So great job, Coda Capper, Kyle. Props to you.
Yeah, it's been a fun run so far. Now, you know just as about as anybody, it can go south quick. So I'm just kind of enjoying the moment right now. But so far, it's been a really good year for me. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, I got a feeling seeing number 2 ahead of number 3 kind of hurt you a little bit, though.
Yes, number 2, just for the record, for those of you on the audio-only side and not watching us on YouTube, Chad finished number 2, 4-1 for the week, up 1.7352 units. But I did remind him via text message here tonight that his lone loss still profited me a double gas tank challenge. So I still made money on his 4-1 week. So I was happy to relay that to him, which should come as a surprise to you, Kyle. I did finish 3-2 on the show with Chad, at least, up 1.7226 units. You filled in for me last week. I was not a part of this show since I was traveling for Memorial Day, but it is good to be back with you. At the end of the show, hopefully we'll get a little commentary from Coda Capper Kyle on some of the things going on in college athletics. But let's just get to your first play, Kyle. You're the hot hand. Let's ride you. What do you got?
All right, sounds good. Good to be back with you again, Action. I think the people are excited to listen to not just me on the show, too. So I think they're excited to have you back. Action, I'm going to do your favorite bet, the bet that you wanted me to do. I'm going to start off with a Nerfie, and I'm going to go with your team for the Nerfie. I'm going to take the Twins and the White Sox, no run first inning. I'm getting that at a minus 120. We got 2 really, really solid pitchers starting in this game. The White Sox are starting David Sandelin, who's 1-0 on the year with 1 start. He had a 1.5 ERA and a 0.17 whip. His actually only game this year was against the Minnesota Twins, where he pitched 6 innings, allowing 1 hit and 1 earned run. That, of course, was a home run that he gave up in the 6th inning that he got pulled. So he looked really, really solid in his debut. And then the Twins are starting Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan been very solid, 3-3 on the year, 2.94 ERA, 0.93 whip. Really good pitching matchup. I think that we can get 6 up, 6 down here. So I'm going to go a Nerfie between the White Sox and the Twins.
Well, Coda Capper Kyle, I like that handicap so much. I'm just going to say ditto. Put it on my card as well. I'm going to tail you on that play.
Okay. Sounds good. Hopefully that works out. Like I said, you and I, when we're on the same side, is usually a good thing. So
synergy is normally a good thing for us. You're not Chad and I. Yep.
Totally different podcast. Action and I root for synergy, and those guys root for opposition. So you get a nice little flavor with this show, and that's one thing I love about it.
No doubt.
Action, I'm gonna stick on the Nerfie train. I'm gonna go with another Nerfie here tomorrow night. I'm gonna go with the Rangers and the Cardinals. No run first inning at a minus 130. Again, I really, really like this pitching matchup. Jacob deGrom is getting the start. He's not the Jacob deGrom of the Mets, mind you, but he's still been solid. 3-4 record, 3.77 ERA, 1.01 whip. I mean, he's 37 years old and still has a sub-1 whip. I mean, that's just incredible. That's just incredible stuff out of him. Lifetime, the Cardinals are okay against deGrom lifetime, and I got the numbers here. They're batting 200 against him. No runs scored in 10 at-bats. So, again, not great numbers, but still, for the small sample size, they're not doing too bad either. On the flip side, the Cardinals are starting Michael McGreevy, who has a 3-4 record with a 2.98 ERA and a 1.09 whip. Again, I love those nearly sub-1 whips. Lifetime, the only 2 Rangers that faced off against McGreevy and never got a hit against him. So, 2 numbers I really like. Let's go again. 6 up, 6 down. Give me the Rangers and the Cardinals. No run first inning at a minus 130.
All right. The synergy train is going to continue here. I'm not going to play the Nerfie, but I have the Rangers and the Cardinals under the 8 at the minus 104. The Rangers burned me all week. I'm a little bitter with them. They scored 9, 7, and 6 at home while sweeping the Royals. On the season, though, the Rangers ranked 24th in runs scored per game. I know they've been a little better on the road, but they're still not a big hitting, run-scoring team, and I don't expect their sudden hot streak at the plate to continue against a pitcher that has a 1.09 ERA. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are coming off a Sunday night game against the Cubbies. Sometimes you don't have the normal off days for your players on Sunday, getaway day when you're the Sunday night game, so you can see a few Cardinals out of the lineup tonight against DeGrom. I think it sets up well for an under, so give me the Rangers and the Cardinals under the 8 at the -104. Back to you, Kyle, for pick 3.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. I think if I didn't go with the Nerfy, I was leaning under as well. So I do like that play a lot. Staying on the diamond action, I'm going to go with a little run line. I can never find the -1s that Larry gets. It's tougher for me to find those lines here. So I'm just going to go aggressive. I'm going to go run line. I'm going to take the Angels on the run line against the Colorado Rockies at a +115 on Better Edge. Great number, by the way. Every other book is having it like -105 or something. And getting that a +115 on Better Edge. So I do like that a lot. Actually, we got two total opposites when it comes to pitching. Jose Soriano's getting the start for the Angels. He's 6-4 in the year with a 2.65 ERA and a 1.15 WHIP. The Rockies are doing solid against him, lifetime batting 300 against him. But here's the thing. Soriano's having a career season. He's having a much better season than the old Rockies I've seen. So I really, really like him in this matchup here. And the Rockies are starting Kyle Freeland. Actually, Kyle Freeland might become my Austin Gomber, if I'm being honest. Gomber, I don't believe, is in the big leagues anymore, so I can't pick on him. So Kyle Freeland might be the next target. Other than having a really cool name, I think that's the only thing he's got going for him. But he's 1-6 on the year with an 8.08 ERA and a 1.75 WHIP. Lifetime, the Angels are batting a whopping 317 against Freeland with 14 runs scored and 60 at-bats. If you do the math there, action, that is 1 run per every 5 at-bats. Those are bad numbers there. Bad pitcher, good pitcher. This just screams run line for me. Give me the Angels on the run line against the Rockies.
I didn't look at the run line, but I did look hard at the Angels for potential play in this show. I stayed away, but yeah, I'll be supporting you on that one. And hopefully when I do my Major League Baseball show on YouTube tomorrow, the numbers will align, so I'll be tailing with you. Okay, my next bet, I'm going to go to the Frozen Pond on Tuesday, since I don't host an overnight podcast until then, and I want it on the record. I'll be on the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line against the Vegas Golden Knights at the -144. The Golden Knights actually swept the regular season series, so it's time to flip the script in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup. I'm not going to get cute. I just want a winner. I know Vegas is hot, but I think the Canes can get it done in game number 1. So give me the Carolina Hurricanes on the money line over the Vegas Golden Knights at the -144. Back to you, Kyle, for pick number 4.
We won't have synergy on this show, but just a little preview for the tomorrow show. I think that might just be on my card. So
all right, I like that.
We'll have synergy there. Action, we're going to go to the WNBA, and we got WNBA Commissioner's Cup games going on right now. So these games matter a little bit more than the rest of the games. So we got Commissioner's Cup going on right now. So I got 2 plays in the WNBA to round up my card. First play, I'm going to go with the Dallas Wings. We got hockey on my mind for a second there, Action. The Dallas Wings -11.5 against the Seattle Storm at a -103. I was not expecting this out of Dallas. They got their another guard in Ozzie Fudd, who's been really, really solid for them after getting her first start of the year last year. And I just didn't know how they'd be without that post presence down low. They've been doing really, really solid this year, 5-3 on the year. And that offense is absolutely humming with Ozzie Fudd, Arike Ngumbawale, and Paige Beckers. That backcourt is just incredible for Dallas. Seattle's struggling this year, though, and we kind of expected that. If you listen again to the show with Lock Wagers and I, we both kind of thought that. Flu J. Johnson's playing decent for them. They finally got Awa Pham, their number 3 pick in last year's draft from Australia. She's playing again, but really hasn't been getting much playing time. So I think the Storm are still kind of rebuilding. I think Dallas is on the up, and I think we got to ride the team that's on the up. So give me Dallas -11.5 against the Seattle Storm.
Sounds good. Next up for me, I'm going to go to the NBA on Wednesday, and the NBA has actually been kind to me. Thank you, San Antonio. I appreciated that cash on Saturday night. I'm going to run it back with them. I'll take the San Antonio Spurs minus the 4.5 against the New York Knickerbockers Wednesday once again at the -113. Team split during the regular season. Spurs won only by 2 at home over New York. Tip your cap to the Knicks, winners of 11 straight in the playoffs. They're playing some tremendous basketball. There's no denying that. I know they will play with a big old chip on their shoulder because they've been hearing all year long that the West is so much better than the East. The West is dominant, tougher, blah, blah, blah. But in this situation, I think it's actually a factual statement. I'm not a huge fan of the long layoff for the Knicks, so give me the Spurs in game number 1. I'll take San Antonio minus the 4.5 against New York at the minus 113. Not for 1, but for 2 units. That'll be my play of the day. Back to you, Kyle, for pick number 5.
Okay, I was nervous there, Action, because we're very limited on plays for Monday. So I have one more play left, and I thought we were going to be opposite for plays of the day, and you've been rocking it whenever it's been opposite plays of the days.
I downgraded my play of the day just for you, Kyle. You're not Chad. I'm looking at your year-to-date numbers, and I had to reconsider. I almost pulled that play off my card, but unfortunately, I was done with the show.
All right. Sounds good. Well, yeah, we did talk before the show. Spoiler, we are going to be on opposite sides for this game, so you'll be able to hear both sides of it. But my final game is my Big J money play of the day. I'm taking the Minnesota Lynx minus 2.5 against the Phoenix Mercury at a plus 105 on Better Edge. Again, that's my Big J money play of the day. The Phoenix Mercury action, their very first game of the year, they went to the Las Vegas Aces on their championship ring night, and they beat them by a whopping 30 points. Ever since that game, they are 1-7 following that game. It has been a downhill spiral for the Mercury team, a Mercury team that I think has potential to be really, really solid. They just don't have that one X factor that can get them there. Now, Minnesota, their X factor, as we all know, is injured with Nafisa Collier. So what do they do to combat that? Natasha Howard, in her presence, has been incredible for the Lynx this year with 17.3 points per game. The number 2 overall pick in the WNBA draft, Olivia Miles, has been amazing. Potential rookie of the year, Olivia Miles has been. Add Kayla McBride, all the players on this Minnesota Lynx team. This Minnesota Lynx team is solid. So this line seemed fishy to me. So I could see maybe an angle of Vegas is telling you what to bet. I think Vegas is wrong in this particular game action. I think the Lynx win this game pretty handily. I know it's on the road, but I think they get the job done. My Big J money play of the day, give me the Lynx minus 2.5 against the Phoenix Mercury.
Okay, I agree with everything you said. Minnesota's the better basketball team here. But before you laugh at my counterpoint, remember that I backed the Connecticut Sun on Saturday and actually cashed the ticket. I did that. I had the Sun. This game has a similar feel to me. Like you said, the Mercury just 2-7 on the year, 1-3 at home. They've lost 5 straight. The big bad Lynx, 6-2, 4-0 on the road, winners of 4 straight. How's the line only 2.5? But if you dig deep here, you're going to find an angle. Teams that have won 3 straight games by a spread of 4 or less that are favored by less than 3 on the road is a good fade spot. It's a situational spot for me. So give me the Mercury at home. I'll take Phoenix plus the 2.5 over Minnesota. I'm at the minus 105. I kind of have a funny feeling we filled each other's bets on that one. So there we go. We're head to head. But yeah, we'll get along better than you and Chad and I do. Okay. So no hard feelings there. Kyle, why don't you recap your 5 plays here for Monday?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with 2 Nerfies for today. I'm going to go the Twins and the White Sox no-run first inning at a minus 120. I got the Rangers and Cardinals no-run first inning at a minus 130. I'm taking the Angels on the run line against the Rockies at a plus 115. In the WNBA, I'm taking the Wings minus 11.5 against the Storm at a minus 103. And my Big J money play of the day is the Lynx minus 2.5 against the Mercury at a plus 105.
All right. And then my card, I'm on the Rangers and Cardinals under the 8 at the minus 104. I'm on the Mercury plus the 2.5 at the minus 105. I'm riding with Coda Capper Kyle on the Twins and White Sox Nerfy at the minus 130. On Tuesday, I'm on the Carolina Hurricanes and the money line at the minus 144. And then my play of the day is on Wednesday, actually. It'll be the Spurs minus the 4.5 at a minus 113. Just a side note here for those of you that haven't subscribed to YouTube yet. If you subscribe to YouTube, all 7 days a week now, I'll have a Mom's Peach Pie play of the day on the YouTube channel. So I will have a play of the day for Monday. That'll just be on the YouTube channel. I haven't figured out what it is, so we'll figure that out when it gets to that point. But that's my card here for this podcast. But Coda Capper Kyle, we have a couple minutes here at the end. Getting a ton of mailbag questions. We're going to get to some more mailbag questions in an extended format in the near future. But one of the ones that came through that I think you and I both want to talk about a little bit, the potential expansion in college football and college basketball. I'm going to turn the floor over to you and give you 2 minutes to rant on this one.
All right, sounds good. So I think the college football playoff will start with, I think one thing that needs to be known is the 24 team at this point is pretty inevitable, because right now the Big Ten and the SEC, the two biggest conferences that have the most leeway in college football, they're all for it. Why are they all for it, Action? Because it eliminates the title game. It gives them more time to prepare, and it gets teams to buy into the NIL. People that are like towards the bottom that just miss the fringe of the college football, the 12 team, they just say forget the NIL, and they are focusing on the future. Whereas this 24 team playoff gets them the opportunity to invest in the NIL, gets them the opportunity to compete every single week and schedule those tough games to get them in a good spot for the 12 for the playoff. Where the 12 team, they don't do that. They schedule cupcakes just so they can get in. So that's the point they're making. The ACC and the Big 12 were on the opposite sides at one point. They were on the opposite side because their opinion is we're not going to do this because this benefits the SEC and Big Ten. This does not benefit us because they're going to the ones that are going to get most of the teams in, because the ACC maybe get 2 or 3 teams, the Big 12 maybe get 2 or 3 teams, and their argument is that we're not going to sign off on this because we're not going to admit we're lesser than them. Here's the thing, though, Action. Besides Clemson, they are lesser than them. They have no success in the college football playoff. I like the format we got now because I truly do think it's the best of the best in college football. But if you want to be against it, which I believe now that I say this, the ACC actually did vote in favor of it, so it's just the Big 12 holding out. If you want to be against it and keep the current format, you got to come up with better comebacks than what you're coming up with right now. So that's my 2 cents on the football side. Anyways, the basketball side, I hated, Action. That I absolutely hate the opportunity, this is more than likely going to happen than the 24 team right away. But it's all about the money, Action. You know that more teams, more money, more sponsorship deals. But it's stupid in my opinion, because what it does, Action, it eliminates the Cinderella aspect of it, because you're getting more teams in, you're going to have more teams prepped, you're going to have better teams that maybe should have been in that didn't get in that are now in, and that eliminates the Cinderella aspect of it, the thing that people love most about March Madness. So I hate the idea of the expansion for March Madness. I'm not against the 24 team playoff. I like the format now, but I won't be against it. But if people are against it, they need to come up with better comebacks than what they got going right now.
There it is. There's a response from Coda Capper Kyle. He was fired up for that one. Thank you for that, Kyle. I think we're going to be together on a YouTube show tomorrow night where we'll give you a little more time to talk and debate that topic. But thank you for the mailbag question to fire up Coda Capper Kyle. That'll wrap up the show for Flip the Script, and you can put it on the board. We'll see you again next week. Until we meet again, manage that bankroll, don't chase money, have fun, and let's cash some tickets together. Good luck, everyone.